Rogan up.
Go, go, go. Massacre, bro. Massacre. That was a massacre, bro.
Yeah, Max in the corridor.
Not that guy.
Get fucked.
He's by himself.
Yeah, push, push. Get fucked.
Lord Sidious. So guys, welcome to another Division 2 build video. To give you guys an idea of what we're trying to achieve with this is have pulse resistance, but at the same time continue to do a lot of damage. Now, it's difficult with the Yaahl gear because you ultimately get hazard protection, weapon damage, and pulse resistance. That's the whole reason we're running the Yaahl and the hazard protection, because we're coming up against a lot of bleed players in the dark zone. Pulse resist because we've still got people playing King Gregor with the pulse, and then the 5% weapon damage is actually alright because it kind of feeds into the Walker and Harris 5% that you get as well, so you've got your additional 10% weapon damage. Ultimately, stats wise, 53% crit chance, 139 on crit damage, and 81 on headshot damage, because we still want to get some concussion damage with a headshot. So we will be playing 4 headshots, but we're going to hope for critical hits, headshots, goodness. And then given that we've got crit hit damage on for 140, we're also going to get another crit hit damage buff from this, which is 25%. And in addition to what we get from this, 10% for every half a second, you can probably get between 30 and 50 crit hit damage per mag as well. So let's say average 30%, which means you're still getting 55 on top of this. So you're getting around 200% critical hit damage on a good burst. You've got 53% crit chance, which is also positive because it kind of, keeps you within that barrier of doing a lot of burst damage really quickly. One caveat to this is that we only have 3 blues and it's not perfectly optimized. As you guys can tell, armor is only at 100k there, 100k there, and then close to good over there. I think if we do boost this up, we will have around 1.3, 1.4 million armor just in general. So in terms of the gun, we're currently playing for Mars. There's no rank on this, so I haven't actually upgraded the weapon damage on this. I probably should. But we've got it damage to target out of cover, and we're playing strained for the reasons that I've already mentioned. In terms of stats, we're putting on full on crit chance because we want to optimize that, and we're running the vector SPR. And like I said in previous videos, you can run this anywhere you want. All I'm using it for is to actually get my damage back or my armor back after we've killed an enemy, because we get the 10% additional armor. Combining that with what you get from the gunner class, it just keeps you going a bit more, makes you a bit more resilient, especially if you're a fast player. Coyote's Mask, self-explanatory. It's got a level 13 on that, and it's got crit chance, crit damage with the crit damage mod on there. We've got pulse resistance mod on this with headshot and critical hit damage. It would have been ideal if we could get crit hit damage on this as well, which would push this to over 200 in general. And on this, we obviously got Unbreakable. I can't play without it anymore. It's just one of those things. And on the Yaahl, we've got crit damage, crit chance, crit damage, and crit chance, crit damage. Now the armor isn't optimized, and that's something we typically want to do. As always, I play with the drone, just a bit of resilience. You can swap this out for your duplicate, or for your, what do you call it? You can switch it out for your hologram, and then I've got pulse because I want to know where everyone is. So ultimately, I can pulse. I know where they are if they're not running pulse resist, but they do not know where I am. And that's the whole point of this. So we've got 99.9% pulse resistance. It's beautiful. We've got some decent hazard protection, so we would still kind of at least mitigate some of the bleed damage that we're going to receive. You can switch this guy out for the TKB, but I would suggest this is more of a long range play, not so much in their face, but ultimately this is something that I would switch to as well. I really do enjoy the weapon. I like the relatively slower fire rate. It's in line with what the Kingbreaker does, but I think if we start boosting this up a bit and ranking it up a bit, we would probably get close to that figure as well, and you'd be just destroying people without them being able to pulse you. So you're essentially a ghost in the dark zone with this. They can't see where you are, and you do a lot of damage. And that's what the build is all about.